In this video, we are going to see about the parent-child relationship and how to communicate between each other. That is, how to pass data between each other. This is the API page that I have referred. So in case if you want further information, you can refer there. So I have actually made an input inside my page that I have created earlier. So in case if you haven't watched my previous tutorials, it is there under a playlist named Angular. So you can see I have created a to-do list component as a child to the home component. So in my previous video, we have seen that the home component is the parent component for the menu. So now we have created another child for it, which is the to-do list component. So I will show you the home component HTML, which is this one. So the nav bars and everything comes under the menu, while the input section comes under the to-do list component. So you can see it consists of the 4 files, and in the HTML have just given the mat form field as well as a button to input data. So to handle events, there is an event called add data, which is I have given in the click event of the button. You can see it here, right? So what it will do, as of now, it will just print the data whatever I'm just giving in the input to the console. So we will just see that in action now. In case if you want the code, please put in the comments. I'll just paste it in a GitHub page. So you can see whatever I am giving it in the input, it is just printing it out to the console. So these things are happening inside the child component. So now what we are going to do is we are going to pass this data from the input of the child component to the parent component. So this is from the child to the parent. So for that we have to use the decorator at output inside our child component, and we'll just assign it to an event emitter. So there will be many event emitters. Be careful while choosing it. Choose it from the Angular core. In case if you choose it from some other things like the protractor, it will show you compilation errors and it will be hard to fix. So you'll better be careful about selecting the dependencies. So now we'll give equals to at the symbol in the middle. I think, okay, I have given this. And I have to change this one also. I have to give it as equals. Okay. So now we have declared an output event emitter from my child. So now it is time we have to emit this event. So you can see the point at which the input gets triggered is in the add data component, right? So we have to give our output emitter in the same add data method. So I will just give that emit method inside the name emitter. So what it will do, it will just emit to the parent component. So in my parent component, I am going to create a method which is called fetch from child. And what it is going to do, it is going to just get the event which is triggered from the child, and it is going to paste it in my parent. That is so simple, right? So one thing to remember is we don't have to put any input or output inside our parent component. The decorators of input and output at all instances will come inside the child only. You have to remember this point whenever you're coding in Angular. So once it is done, in the HTML part, we'll just do the linking. So to link it, we need the emitter from the child as well as the collector method in the parent. So the collector method name is fetch from child, right? What I'll do, I'll just copy this name and I will just go to my HTML, not this one. I have to go to my parent HTML, which is the home HTML, and I'll just paste it here with the event. Okay. So now you could have guessed what will come on the left hand side. The emitter that we have declared in the child, right? So we have to go to the child component.ts and just copy it. So if you have given template type checking, it will throw you errors at the compilation itself. In case not, it will throw you at the runtime if you have given a wrong variable declaration or the variable assigning. So once you have done, you can just save it and compile the program. For your clarification, I am just giving it in a comment how this is represented. So the first one is the output emitter from the child, which is equal to the method in the parent. Okay, cool. So now there is some error it is throwing. Okay, I'll just go to the terminal and find out what is the error. Most probably it could have been an syntax error. Okay, there is some. Okay, fine. I'll just put the bracket here. Now compile it. Now it should have compiled. Okay, fine. Now what we'll do, we'll go to our localhost and we'll check it. Now I'm going to inspect it. So what we have done, we have just put a console method in our parent and we are checking whether I am able to receive it. So you can see the first one is the child. So the second one is from parent, is the data received in the parent component. So with this concept, with this level of knowledge itself, you can work on the child to parent relationship. So now to make this example a little bit useful, I'll just include the details that I'm getting from the child to the template. So I'll show you how to do that. We will just create a small thing in my parent template to just collect the data from the child and put it in a list. So what we'll do, we'll create an unordered list, and inside that we'll just put an ng for to collect the list of data that the child is sending to the parent. So the concept is like, whenever I enter a data from the child, I'm going to put that into an array, and whenever it is emitted, I'm going to add the value to my array. So in action, it will be like a list being added from the events emitted from the child. So this will be very easy. So what I'm doing is I'm creating an array inside my parent component, and what I'll do, I'll just push the value from the child to this array. So what Angular will do is it will just detect for the changes that are being emitted, and it will push it into this array, and you can see it in the HTML in action. So now what I'll do, I'll just enter a name and I'll click on the plus button. So what it is doing, it is just pasting the value in the HTML. So internal working is that it is just pushing the value from the child to my parent array. Okay, so now it would have been clear to you. In case you're not clear, please mention in the comments.